Hey everyone, welcome back to Raspberry Rock. I'm Russell. It's a gorgeous day here. Very light wind, which is sometimes nice, but usually when it's bug season, you want a strong wind to help keep those bugs away. When I woke up this morning, there was like 20 or 30 mosquitoes at the window screen upstairs. They know I'm there. Just can't get to me. I want to do some stuff outside today, and when I get sweaty, that's when the bugs really start to find me. So I'll be wearing my bug net and my bug jacket, my head net and my bug jacket for them. The girls, ever since they got tested positive for Lyme bacteria, I've been giving them antibiotics. I didn't know it was fully treatable, but I guess it is. They get 3.5 pills each per day. Willow takes hers with peanut butter. Junebug is highly suspicious of stuff like that. And she wouldn't eat the peanut butter, but ever since I started using cream cheese, she really likes that, so she's been eating that. So that's good. We're gonna have breakfast here in a minute. I did coffee in the coffee maker this morning, and these days I have so much power. I could run the coffee maker in the middle of the night and it wouldn't matter. I was running it this morning at around 9, and we still had 55.6 volts on the system. It's just tons of power come in. There was more than a kilowatt hour coming in at the time. So lots of power. It's just wonderful. It makes me wonder how in the wintertime, I don't have enough power most of the time. I'm running the generator almost every day. Anyway, let's get in and have some breakfast.
Oh. That should be... No! Damn it.
I'm not going out there with the bugs today. Can you hear that boiling from the batteries? I get that from 9 a.m. That's not really loud or anything. It's just kind of in the background. It's almost like something simmering in a pot kind of thing. Might even be good ASMR. I don't know. This is a breakfast Alicia really likes. Eggs on toast. It's a comfort food. Interesting bit of trivia. Whenever Alicia watches these videos, and she always does, she watches the breakfast that I make and says, "Oh, I want to have that this weekend." So I've learned that I have to have all the stuff ready to make the breakfast again for the weekend. Fortunately, she's not coming this weekend, but she will be next weekend. Well, we're going to replace the card in the trail cam so I can see what's out there and get these girls some energy. And my supply of wintergreen is also getting a little low. I've been trying to have wintergreen tea every day, wintergreen and chaga tea every day. And there's lots around here. I just like to collect it away from the cabin where the dogs don't usually roam. This is the turn they love, right here. Look at the undergrowth. Yeah, you see this? This is pretty much why we call it raspberry rock. All these through here and all through here, these are all raspberries. And over here, and this is all rock. We got tons of both. And we got some blueberry bushes in here. Got lots of rain this year, so I'm really hopeful we get lots of berries. Blueberries through here, but there's tons of blueberry plants everywhere as well. Yep. First deer fly of the day. The wind has picked up a bit, so it's trying its best to keep the bugs away. Trying. She is soaking wet. So it might not look like much, but that's about 2 weeks worth right there. Having 1 cup every day. What you want to do, I find what you want to do is leave the bag open so that they get a little bit dry. Because if I sealed the bag up right now, and I already did, it started to fog up on me. So leave the bag open for a couple of days, let them dry out, and then seal it up so they don't get like brittle. Whew. So I think I said earlier we got a lot of rain a couple of days ago. I managed to empty and clean out the barrels. So not too bad. That stuff you see floating around is pollen. It gets through the garden cloth and in there, and then it kind of clumps together. But actually that water's fairly clean, and probably doesn't look that way, but it is. And whoop! And I put a little bit of bleach in there to help keep the algae down. Right, Doogers? Look at how wet you are. Your face is wet. I think our honeyberry plant is almost dead. It's got a few leaves on it. And Alicia planted the last 2 tomato plants right there in that pot. I'll check out the rhubarb. It's doing well. All 3 root thingies. Well, not so much that one there. The rest of them are. Alicia came down here and cleaned out the brush a little to help them grow. And no bats in the bat cave. And okay, so there's a family of garter snakes living down under these rocks over here on that log. And they like to come around the tomato plants, which gets Willow all excited. And I think that's why this box was destroyed. But those tomato plants are doing well. This solar light that we took from way over there across the pond, still working amazingly, nice and bright at night and lasts for hours. Whereas all the new ones we put out around the pond are not even half as bright, and they don't even last half as long as this one does. So Alicia told me that this one is a dollar store one, and all these other ones we got out here are Canadian Tire store lights. Can you believe that? What a gorgeous day. But it is warm. It's around 20 Celsius. What's that, 70 Fahrenheit? It's warm. Once you start doing anything, it gets warm really quickly. And I want to cut up some firewood today. I wish you could help me. And the ever-ready dog. Wish you could help me too. Whew. Taking a bit of a break. Got a nice little pile of cut wood there. Still got to split it, but I'm leaving that for now. Yeah, I'm taking a break, sweating like crazy. I don't think I need to wear that bug jacket. No bugs were really bugging me out there, which is nice. Oh, I know you guys are going to ask, what's that plastic sheet doing there? We're collecting sawdust for our inside sawdust toilet, which we use when we're not using the outdoor toilet. So just a simple sawdust composting toilet. So that's what that's for. So I'm going to have a snack. I'm having a snack every day, just fruit. I had salad for lunch, which I think I showed in the last video, maybe? So, I don't think I'd show that again. But I can show you the fruit snack that I have. And yogurt. I think it's pretty good. I enjoy it. Yeah, come. So, it's actually a really refreshing afternoon snack, especially if you've been working. I know it looks like a lot, but I'll tell you what, it is a lot. It's good. You know when you kind of get hungry towards dinner? No, I don't get hungry till like 6-ish. And also, I'm not as likely to have a great big meal for dinner. And fruit is good. And I know somebody's going to ask why I peel my apples. I'm sure there's lots of nutritious good in apple peels. It's the texture. My teeth, with my teeth, I just can't stand the texture. And the older I get, the more I feel that way. It just really aggravates them. It's like sandpaper to me. I don't know. Or say like chewing paper. Maybe that's a better analogy. Just can't stand it. But I like apple. It's really good. I'm actually going to go inside and sit down for a while. I'm standing long enough. Before I go, just wanted to say I took a look at the pics on the trail cam, and there isn't much on there, but there is several nice shots of a cow moose on there. Just beautiful, beautiful creature to see, and that's the first time I've seen a moose on that trail cam in that spot. So really nice to see. Anyway, let me show them to you now. I mean here, right here. Whoop. So I'm done for today. I took care of all the wood that was sitting over here on the ground. So this big pile here, and I cut a lot of this just in place just because I ran out of space here, and some of those big logs are really hard to move, so it was just easier to cut them in place. So I still have to deal with all of that stuff over there. That's a couple of days. I left two of these big logs. Now I can't remember if these are oak. I thought these were oak, but they might be maple. I'm not sure now. And that log, I'm thinking I might just take this over to the lumber mill, both of these, and asking them if they can cut some big slabs for me. Just a couple of big slabs. I'd like to use them for mantles behind the wood stove. I think that'd be pretty cool, actually, to have some raspberry tree mantles. I'm not sure how thick they can cut them. Like, well, that's hard to see there, isn't it? Let's go take a look at this one over here. Hold on. So there we go. I don't know how big they can cut that. Gonna get a 3-inch slab, about 8 inches long. I don't know. I don't have my measuring tape here, but anyway, I gotta call them. There's the crack, so they'd have to be like here, kind of thing. I don't know. I'll have to call them and ask if they can do that. Then I'll take those two out. Oh, I'm tired. That's a lot of work. Heavy chainsaw. And this is for the people who have already left a comment saying, "Why weren't you wearing your hearing protection, Russell?" I had earplugs in for a while, but then I did switch to the earmuffs later on. Earmuffs are a little bit better. Look at those trees up there. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? Hey, little girl. No. Oh. Beautiful. And the bugs aren't bothering me at all, not even slightly. I thought deer fly season had started. I saw a couple on Sunday. I saw a couple earlier today. But if it was like the thick of deer fly season, they'd have been all over me out here. They don't care about the sun or the wind or anything. So we're not in the thick of deer fly season yet. I may sit out here and have a beer. It's about 4:30. But it's funny, Sean James did a video recently on his Sean James channel where he talked about being lazy. And I could have written that video for him word for word. Because one of the things he said was, you know, if he went to work at a construction crew or any kind of crew where you do manual labor, I forget his exact wording, but it was something to the effect of, like, he wouldn't be the fastest guy there. I'd get fired if I was I just can't do it. I'm not one of those people that can just go, go, go all day long. She's looking for those snakes. Well, just leave them alone. They're good. They're good uns. But, see, they're teasing her by being alive. Yeah. Let's go have a beer. Huh? Beer. The best drink ever, babies. Lime cordial. And beer. I know I'm not pouring this right because I've got the camera in my other hand. And you have it in a gel mug, so it's nice and cold. Oh, look at that. Okay. Alright. I'm done. Okay. Alright. I gotta get some footage of the bird nest there. I think their eyes have finally opened, the babies, and they're eating like crazy. Anyway, cheers, guys. If there's a heaven, I'm experiencing it right now. Well, I would be if Alicia was here. If she was here, then it would be heaven. But, I mean, it's so gorgeous right now. The bugs aren't bothering me. There's a nice cool breeze coming in. Oh, baby. I got a puppy here. Where's my other puppy? Where's the Willow? Willow's lying behind me here. Willow. What are you doing, Willow? There she is. There she is. Hi. Hi, little girl. Hi. Ah! Uh-huh. Oh. This is going to be an odd segue, but I bought an Oculus Quest, which is a VR headset. I'm going to see if I can get some footage to roll into this video for you guys. I was talking about this on the live stream last Friday night, but I think VR is going to be huge in the next 10 years. And not just for gaming, but for a lot of things. You'll see VR headsets in schools for learning. You'll see it in lots of different places. It's the way of the future. Anyway, having a lot of fun with it. So I'll see if I can put some footage in. I got some pretty cool games to show. TIE fighters incoming. Wow! Whoa! Dude. You seeing this? Zoe, you seeing this?
That doesn't look like any Star Destroyer that I've ever seen. How did they snag us?
It's pretty serious.
This is Admiral Carius of the Galactic Empire. Surrender
Admiral Carius?
control of your ship.
I might do some videos for the Books Fest channel and put them on there. They're not really appropriate for this video, or for this channel. The Books Fest, if you're interested in sort of stuff like that, the Books Fest channel should be linked in the description below. You can check it out and subscribe if you like. I was doing like live streams there. Like if sometimes I do impromptu live streams during the week, and I'll do those on the Books Fest channel. So if you're interested in those, subscribe and hit the notification bell. I learned an interesting thing about the notification bell. For those of you who aren't aware, the notification bell is down below. It looks like a bell. If you click it, you get notifications. However, if in your YouTube settings you don't have... You can set what kind of notifications you want. You can set, hey, I want notifications by email, or I want to pop up if I've got my browser open and I'm on my computer, or I think you can get them by SMS as well, or whatever. Or you can say no notifications. So if you click that bell and you don't have any notifications, you're not going to get a notification. Interesting. And I discovered something like 26% of all my subscribers have clicked the notification bell, but only something like 16% of them actually can receive notifications. So there you go. They just made that tool available to YouTube creators to show you those numbers. So I just found that out this morning. Interesting. Anyway, you might be wondering what I'm going to have for dinner. Cheers! What are you doing? Just sniffing the back of my head. What? Did you find anything? What's back there? You little goof. Mwah. Mwah. Double man. Double man, triple. Mwah. Are you getting enough attention? It's so beautiful. I don't want to end this clip. Look at her. Look, you missed Daddy. You're petting Willow instead. You miss me. Yeah, well, sometimes Willow gets attention too. She does. Sometimes she does. What do you hear? There we go. Go get him, Junebug. Willow's not convinced. And she rarely is. If Willow doesn't hear something and doesn't see something, she's not buying it. Are you back? Are you back? Oh, come on up here. You scared him off. You did. You scared him off. Oh man, I don't want to stop recording. Oh, who made this thing? Jeez. Really? Oh, this is so uncomfortable. Well, come on up. Come on up. I know you want to come up. Oh, you're almost there. You can do it. Come on. Come on up. Come on up, little girl. You can do it. Come on up. You're not quite there. You gotta jump. You gotta jump. There you go. You can do it. Ah! Ow! Willow. Nope. Nope. Dude. So time is getting on here this evening. It's 9 o'clock. You know what I haven't done in a long time? I haven't done a magic class. I do them at the live streams all the time, but not everybody can make it to the live stream. So I thought I'd do one. I was going to say live. This is the opposite of live. This is recorded, but I thought I'd do one now. Enjoy. This is straight up rum and coke, but it's not about the drink. It's about the glass. This one came from Planet Hollywood, but you can find them on eBay under Rainforest Cafe. Start with a lemon wedge, a poorly cut lemon wedge. And then you're going to add your ice ball. Now these molds, ice ball molds, you can find in my Amazon store. See the description below. They're awesome. And they make literally a round ice ball, which fits perfectly in the neck. We need a shot glass because we don't want to put too much or too little rum in here. Can we see this? What's happening? Ta-da! Wasn't that the best thing ever? It just makes it so much better to drink. It's science, but it works like magic. Oh, that is really good. Anyway, thanks for joining us in this video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. If it's Friday today, then we're live streaming tonight. Or at least I'm live streaming tonight. I don't think Alicia's going to be here for tonight's. But she will be here for like every Friday night for the rest of the summer, I think. I'm pretty sure, so that'll be fun. It's always a good time. Anyway, take care, and we'll see you next time. Peace out!